AutosForSale.com.
$30 million. That's how many Toyota Corollas have been sold worldwide since this car was first introduced. You care to guess what year that was?
Was it 1963, 1966, 1969, or 1972? Well, Lyndon Johnson was in the White House, and if you guessed 1966, you're right. As you can see from this original photo, today's Corolla bears no resemblance to the original. But what it did inherit is a worldwide reputation for high quality, great reliability, and tremendous value. And today, with fuel prices grabbing all the headlines, the good old Corolla turned out to be way ahead of its time. This all-new 10th generation Corolla boasts a lower, sportier design coming from styling studios in Turin, Italy. In terms of size, the new Corolla is less than 1/2 inch longer, less than 2.5 inches wider, and about 1 inch shorter than earlier versions. Still, the end result is increased interior and luggage room and a more dynamic shape that has enough room for 5 people to ride along and store 4 golf bags. In terms of power, the Corolla is offered with 2 engines, each of which can be combined with the 5-speed manual transmission for a fuel economy boost. The 4-speed automatic is hitched to a 1.8-liter 132 horsepower engine on the standard, LE, and SLE models, and the 5-speed 2.4-liter engine with automatic transmission cranks out 158 horsepower on the XRS.
So now let's turn our attention to the interior. At 6 feet tall and 200-something pounds, and of course we're not going to go there, I still found it pretty easy to get in and out of the vehicle, even with this new lower design.
While Corolla still has the same headroom, legroom, and shoulder room of earlier models, the designers made it feel larger, thanks to their attention to enhanced comfort and improved utility and storage. For starters, they repositioned the steering column and improved its ability to tilt and telescope so even bigger drivers like me can find a comfortable position. Then the engineers took it a step further by testing people of all sizes. Every time the subject felt pressure, the seat contour was adjusted in 1 millimeter increments. The result is seats that are comfortable for people of almost any height. In the rear, there's bench-style seating for 3 adults. And as a parent of 2 young children, I appreciate the child seat anchors that come standard here, along with the seatbelt pretensioners and the dual-stage force limiter, which helps regulate the amount of force applied to the chest of the passenger. Turning now to the business end of things, the instrument panel has 4 essential gauges with tach on the left and speed on the right. To the lower left is coolant temp, and the lower right is the fuel gauge. Audio and heating AC controls are in the stylish center console just to the right of the instrument panel, and your choice of 4 different audio systems are available, ranging from a 4-speaker AM/FM CD to an 8-speaker system with 6-disc CD changer. All of them come with automatic sound leveler system, which adjusts volume according to the vehicle's speed, which is pretty sweet. Other key interior features include map lights for both the driver and passenger, retractable hand grips, a storage box above the usual glove box, and an adjustable drink holder. We talked about the 2 new engines available, and now it's time to see what they've got. Out here at the Orlando Speedway, our test Corolla with the 1.8-liter engine recorded a 0 to 60 time of 11.9 seconds. She completed the NHRA sanctioned quarter mile in 18.8 seconds, hitting a speed of 76.2 miles an hour at the end. She was also quiet on the highway as well, recording just 72 dB inside the cabin at 65 miles an hour. After driving the Corolla on the highway for 50 miles, our observed fuel economy at 65 miles an hour was 39.2 miles per gallon on a sizzling hot day. Even so, it was still quite a bit better than the EPA estimate of 35 miles per gallon for highway driving.
So, as we've seen, the 2009 Toyota Corolla is not just another run-of-the-mill subcompact sedan. As a matter of fact, this car is loaded with features that were never even thought of back in 1966. And you know what? The trunk really will hold 4 golf bags.